And welcome everybody. My name is Ruel Gabulo. This is the Gen Con wrap-up show. Folks, we do this every year, and I'm always excited because I love all the games. You all love all the games, and we love our co-hosts as well. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, starting over here.
Hi, I'm Christina. We are Going Analog. I am the co-host of our bi-weekly podcast, and we have a board game quiz show on YouTube. We love all the board game facts, and we are excited to be at Gen Con because there's all the board games here.
Yes.
And hello, I'm Shu. Yeah, what she said. I'm part of that.
Nice. You brought up your board game quiz show. Do we have any episodes coming up soon?
Oh, I shouldn't have brought that up.
Okay, cool. No worries. What I'm going to bring up is I am the reigning defending Season 1 champion.
I knew that was going to come up. As soon as you started asking about it, I'm like, Ruel's going to remind everyone.
It is true. It is true.
Yeah.
You've never had another Season 1 champion.
It's going to remain that way. But folks, we hope you're having a wonderful Gen Con. Our voices are still intact, which I think is a win. And we've got some great games to talk about. So many out there. We can only cover so many within the next hour. But hang tight. We've got a ton of great stuff, including this one right here. Shu, what the heck are we looking at?
This is Ross from Arcane Wonders. So it caught our eye immediately, and we stopped and we're like, let's record a video of what we're about to show everyone here.
Okay.
Check it out.
Look at how awesome it is.
So exciting.
Yeah. My favorite comment from we posted an Instagram video of this turning, and then someone replied, I don't know what I'm looking at, but I want it.
Yeah.
Which is how we felt.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is coming to crowdfunding in October, and it's probably going to be releasing early in 2026.
Okay.
But it's a game about Indian dance. So if you look at all these wheels, these are different dancers that are turning around in circles, and then so where it stops, like, so for example, if you did that right now, where I'm seated, all the dice that are facing me on this side, like at the 6 o'clock position, are dice that I could draft. So I could draft, for example, blue 4 or pink 1, and then these are dancers that I'm going to put into my table right here, my tableau. And then meanwhile, you get to draft 6 yellow or 1 yellow and so on. So all the ones facing you. So it's constantly changing. But then the power at the base of this also, like, so for example, if I choose the yellow 2, I could also take one of these sticks. And I have
Didia sticks.
Huh?
Didia sticks.
Oh, okay, great.
Nice.
So ultimately, you're taking sticks. The little circles here are little dresses, and you're trying to either match them so the dress matches the color of the die. The sticks match the color of the dancers. And then there's different tracks that you can move up as well. So you have constantly bouncing. Do I take more dice, dresses, sticks, or do I move up the scoring track so the multiplier for those things are higher?
Cool.
Sometimes as well, you might get a match. Like, for example, the 6 and 6 from the 2 different wheels are facing each other.
You get a bonus.
Two blue. Oh, actually, this wheel was perfect. So you had 2 6s next to each other, 2 blues next to each other. So you have 2 love matches. So you have another track where the 2 love bonuses would move that up twice, and then you get additional bonuses.
Yeah.
So we only played 2 rounds of this.
Of 2 of 3, right?
Yeah, 2 of
3.
3.
And the theme is amazing. So the designer, obviously, really, really passionate about this. But Ross is like a traditional annual dance of love, an Indian traditional dance, and they only perform it for 9 days in September.
Wow.
But they're constantly turning, and these love matches, perhaps you find love through dance also.
Oh,
so
that's
great.
wonderful.
It's just so colorful, so beautiful. You see all the dice here that you're going to be taking from, and it's just a really neat game. And after we played, I kept thinking about this game. It's just, I'm like, I want to play it some more. I want to play it some more. It's just really neat system, and you don't get too much. You don't really get a lot of downtime in it too. It's just like everyone knows this is what's available to me. Pick it, go,
So you can start doing your thing. Yeah.
So
Crazy.
Wonderful.
You can play up to 6 players, and it doesn't actually add that much play time, according to the designer. We'll have to try it out.
Nice. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this. Again, it's coming out on Kickstarter next year.
I think Game Founder Kickstarter, but crowdfunding in October, and then they're hoping they could release it by the beginning of 2026.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that with us, folks. That is Roz coming soon.
Okay, and I'm going to start putting this away while you two talk.
Yeah. Hey, Shu, what are you doing?
I'm putting this away.
So thanks, Shu. Appreciate that. Let's take a look at some smaller games now. I've got a couple here from Button Shy Games. I'm a huge fan of this line of games. They're all 18 cards or less, and they literally fit in your wallet. So these are called wallet games. That's from Button Shy. That's just their brand. These are two of the newer ones that they got. Dionysia, is that how you pronounce this, Christina?
Probably.
Okay, and Adventurers.
Dionysia?
Dionysia,
Okay.
yeah. It's so this is a festival, a theater festival, and what you're doing is shuffling up the 18 scene cards. So these are different scenes, and it's a drafting game and set collection. You're going to draft these into your tableau and create a 3-act play.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so this is a 2-player game, and that's the thing I love about Button Shy. It's small games, but even though it's like 1 or 2 plays normally, they do have games that play up to 4. But you fit them in your wallet, and you can play them almost anywhere.
Great travel games.
Awesome travel games. So that is Dionysia, or I'm going to call it.
Because it's based off Dionysus, the
that's
Greek
right.
god.
The Greek god
of theater and wine, and I think orgies.
Whoa!
but fun.
Nice.
Fun times.
Okay, I love it. That is, yeah. And speaking of, this is very adventurous. This is a solo game. So, no, this is the 1 to 4 player game. But I'm going to play this solo on my flight home back to Southern California. And this is a tableau building game. And you're going to go on a journey, and there are different difficulty levels here. You're going to try to complete different goals, and each card that comes out is going to have a special ability or power that you're going to use to rearrange cards and whatnot. So I love these type of games, and I love the fact that they come in small packages like this too. Yeah. So yeah, just a quick look at some games from Button Shy. Again, I want to thank them for giving me a couple of copies to take home as media copies, and we've got more great games to talk about. Christina, what you got?
I've got some new hotness. Okay. So this game has sold out every morning, very, very quickly. Did not get a chance to play it, but I jumped at a chance to just bring it here so we could take a look at it. It's a dire wolf game called Lightning Train, and it's basically a bag builder with a train route building at the same time. So I think it's if Quedlinburg and Ticket to Ride had a baby, maybe it's this game.
Oh, I love that baby. That sounds awesome. Yeah, and Paul Denon, designer of Clank, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's a box quote, by the way.
I
love that baby.
I love that baby.
I love that
baby. Put it on the box, Direwolf.
It seemed like a very quick playing game with lots of strategy, but at the same time you have the RNG of building your bag. What are you going to be able to grab out of it? The namesake Lightning Train would be if you draw these specific trains, instead of taking up space in your hand of trains or your supply of trains, you can like sort of store them and use them off turn essentially. So it seemed like a way that you could combo really well, and you are doing a lot of pick up and deliver, and if they're using routes that you helped build, you get points essentially.
Okay.
So I can't wait to actually play this, but it was pretty limited. People were buying it left and right, and I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
That's right. Yeah, I'm excited about this too. The whole pick up and delivery thing, classic train mechanism, right? But then you add in the bag building. Again, I love that baby.
And the lightning. So,
He loves that baby.
He loves that baby, yeah. Shu, any final thoughts before we...
Oh, on this one?
Yeah.
It's same thing. I haven't played it yet, so but I like bag building as a mechanism.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited to play it.
Yeah, cool. Okay, Shu.
All right.
So anyways, I was trying to fake you out yet again, but no more fakesies. Okay.
We're gonna do a quick one because you already talked about it earlier this week on the stream. This is Nature. Christina said we should mention it again. Why?
Because going into Gen Con, it was the #1 most anticipated game of Gen Con according to Board Game Geek.
Yeah.
So it's here.
Yeah, it had the most thumbs, right, on the BGG list.
So we won't talk much about it because Ruel already did earlier in the week, but it's basically a reimagined Evolution if you ever played that game. And then it's streamlined, it's modular, so you could buy the base set, including additional modules that change the game. But that's Nature. It's a hot game of Gen Con, and it's selling really well at Gen Con right now. So
it is.
Finally released.
Yeah, and if you're going to be here for the final day, they've been having this special, so the first 50 people that buy that game get a free module. So yeah,
Per day?
per day.
That's a huge sale.
It is.
That's a huge
That's
special.
really, really cool.
Our
So-
favorite module, just in case you get to pick, is Jurassic, personally.
Oh yeah,
So-
Jurassic.
Yeah.
Dinos. Gotta love that.
Giant animals. They like to eat each other, more predators.
Yeah.
It's great.
Gotta love it. Yeah. So it's basically the evolution of evolution, right?
Yes.
I've been waiting to say that all week.
That's unnecessary.
Unnecessary. You know what else is unnecessary? Squirrels. No, they are necessary in this game. Squirrel away from Floodgate. And I just had a really fun demo of this with Seppi. This game is a set collection game and it's hard, but what you're doing is grabbing these cards here. So we'll grab cards, and what you're gonna do is secretly look at these cards, right? And then we're gonna have all these gems in the middle. Now we won't actually do it, but you have these player boards as well. So it is a race to collect all the different sets of cards to complete the game. So you go, you're gonna say, okay, so I have this card, let's say this one here. So this case, I've got a blue and a red one, right? Secretly. But I'm gonna go here and grab whatever I want. You're not gonna see, I'm just gonna sort of like go like this. I'm gonna hold it like this.
Oh, okay.
And then, Christina, I have 3 blue. And either you can say, Ruel, you're lying here, or you're lying here. Or you're telling the truth.
Okay.
Whatever. So then you make a guess.
Super lie.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I have, I have nothing. So if you catch me in a lie, then you're gonna take one of my gems.
Okay.
Or no, any one gem.
Gem acorns, too. It's very cute.
Or acorns.
yeah.
And then I will place one of mine on the card, but I have to discard the other one.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're just gonna keep going and going, do the same thing until we've gone through the cards. Now, what's neat is the acorn cards. You can know when someone's lying because these are the cards that are in the deck. There are 3 each. So if you sort of count
okay.
cards, and it's like, well, there's no way Shu could have 3 blues because all those cards have been played already. Blah blah blah. So yeah, it's super cute. You're gonna put the gems here so people see. It is a race so I want to make sure this is clear. It is a race to collect a set of all 4 of these here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of buzz about this game. I haven't
Yeah.
played it, but
It was very attractive walking by.
yeah.
We were in a rush. So
Yeah.
I have to just point out this beautiful golden acorn that I want, that
Yep.
I assume is from some cool expansion or promo.
Yeah, and I just reread the rules. So the game ends when we go through the acorn cards, all these cards, and then you count the sets of these, and each set is worth points, and then you get the most points for that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to bring this to your house so we can play.
All right.
awesome.
Yeah.
We'll wait for
Definitely.
Yeah. What do you got for us next, Christina?
Other hot stuff. I know that Ruel's excited about this one. We have Hanami coming out. Not out yet, but this was a big announcement from Keymaster. They have basically re-implemented Samurai by Reiner Knizia, one of Ruel's favorites.
All-time favorite.
All-time favorites, and
All-time favorite Reiner Knizia game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's-
Because fun fact, it's the very first Knizia game I ever played in my life. When I started getting into the hobby,
Yeah.
it just randomly that was the game, and I learned. I was like, I love board games. I was like, this is really cool. But anyways,
So they wanted to bring it back with a little bit more of a modern sensibility with a different theming. Obviously, the original game was Samurai, and you're
Right.
trying to do area control.
Right.
So instead of that, Hanami is a festival, cherry blossom time, in which you are trying to claim really great places to watch the cherry blossoms, things like that. And so you're putting blankets out. You're also going to try to claim some delicious food and get these other trinkets and things. And I just about died. Look at these onigiri. I can't. It's so
That's-
cute. Okay.
it's sold right there on the onigiri. Oh my
So they
goodness.
did some really interesting things. They did a development on it. This is a new map, but for purists who miss Samurai and want to play it, if you flip it over, you have the old Samurai map on
What?
that side too. With the water,
yeah.
and so you're still able to play. This is sort of more of the approachable beginner side.
Right.
The back side, the original map, is sort of the more advanced side.
Mm-hmm.
So they have sort of streamlined a couple of things. We haven't gotten to play it yet, but
Yeah.
I had to show this because it's so beautiful, and
Yeah.
I really, really want to play it. So.
Yeah, so first thoughts, this is way more beautiful than the old version. And it is a tile lane area control game. So as you lay down tiles, you're trying to capture the different things here. And I'm going to capture all kinds of onigiri,
Yes.
And oh my gosh, this looks gorgeous.
Yeah,
I know.
it's really
Can't
pretty.
wait. It is coming to crowdfunding in a month or two, I
Okay.
believe. So Keymaster is going to put out a crowdfund for this, and they're trying to decide on some deluxification things. But
Yeah.
here we get a preview of a lot of the different possible elements they might be putting in.
Nice.
So,
I'm wondering if, like, how in the original game, it was like a modular board. So with 4 players, you play with the whole board. The fewer players you have, you would take out a piece of the board. So I wonder if you cover some of this in this.
Yeah, I
game.
wonder if certain regions maybe not used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right here.
Oh,
It tells you.
questions answered.
Yeah. It's like this board read my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, Christina, thank you so much for sharing this. Is this your copy?
No, I have to return it.
Oh, can we just pretend we forgot to bring it? Oh, we're in LA, sorry.
yeah, we could blame it on you.
Yeah, well, wait,
if you take the fall for it.
Yeah, I will. So
He's on camera, everybody.
great. So that is
Hanami,
Hanami
from Keymaster
from
Games.
Keymaster.
They also brought out a new edition of Camping Creatures, which is one of our classic favorites from them. It's like a really fun little card game where you're choosing which monster to play, but everybody has the same hand, and the timing is where things really come into play. So they smooth out some rules. They said setup is faster. We got a copy, didn't bring it, but I'm very excited for it too.
Awesome.
Very cool art. So.
Fantastic. All right, Shu, what's up next?
All right, this is Kinfire console
Yeah.
from Incredible Dream. So this is, if you just look at that box, it's just
yeah.
gorgeous, right? So we're going to play this tonight
okay.
after this show. This is a worker placement game. So the other games in the Kinfire series, they're cooperative campaign-based games, right?
Correct.
So they weren't games that we were going to play. We just don't have time for that.
Right.
But this is a standalone spin-off in that world. And as Graham, our stage manager is behind the camera, pointed out before he's the show, he's saying the things that Incredible Dream put out are just high production, like probably
Incredible. Incredible.
way more than probably what you're actually paying for it. You get a great deal from a production standpoint. But yeah, this is a beautiful game. We don't have the upgrade bits for this, but it's a worker placement game, and there's a couple of interesting twists to it. One is that there's a cult that's sort of in this city, and then the cult is actually almost like another player, but it's not an AI player. It's just like this thing that's happening. So if the group together, it's a competitive game. If you're not managing the cult can actually win. So you kind of have to watch what this kind of growing force throughout the game.
Nice.
Another thing is, and I think you might appreciate this, is there's these decrees that happen, these cards, they'll come out, 2 cards, and then we have to vote to see which one will take effect, and it changes the game. It reminds me of Twilight Imperium, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorite parts of Twilight Imperium, is like the voting, and then it changes the game. It's gonna benefit some people, it won't benefit others. So when they told me that, I'm like, that is so awesome, that's really cool. So I was excited to play it.
Right in our wheelhouse, for sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Very
It's
excited.
like, those little bits like just change it a lot, and then it's otherwise it's a classic worker placement game that's just really beautiful.
Yeah.
So we're very excited to play this later.
Very
Yeah.
asymmetric
Yeah.
roles that
Yeah.
you're playing to. So there's a whole lore and background behind all of this that I think will really pay off as we play this. It'll be very thematic. So.
Yeah, I'm excited to try this one too. I love the Kinfire world.
Yeah.
I played the original one. It's like, dungeon crawler, cooperative, and then they also have the solo series.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
games. It's great. It's like it came out from a incredible dream.
Okay.
Man, you're on it.
Yeah, I'm on.
Tonight.
This is that third day of Gen Con energy.
He's been working 3 days on that
Yeah,
line.
exactly. Yeah. Hey, I've got another game I want to show that I've been excited about for a little while, and it was tough to track down a copy. This sold out every single day so far, like quickly, and it is Ace of Spades from Devere. This is a poker-based game, and y'all know, well, I don't know if y'all know, but people that know me.
Now they know.
Now they know I love playing poker, and this is a poker-based game. So you have a standard deck of cards, right? These are the sleeves. These are the cards. A standard deck of cards, right? With some really cool art. And what you're doing is you're going to play these cards, draw them. You're going to draw a hand, just like in poker, and you're making poker hands to defeat monsters. So, for instance, this is the Cowboy from Hell, this is the Witch, this is the Priest, etc., etc. They have the health points, you set the meter there, and you're going to draw a hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you draw 6 in this, and then you're going to try to play a hand. Like, obviously, I have nothing here, so you're going to discard, and you'll be able to draw new cards. But every time you discard, like you start here, or you go up, and then once you hit a certain number, you're dead. You have failed. So you want to It's a race against time because you only have so many bullets, right, to kill the monsters, and that's an equal to each hand. So as you get like pairs, 2 pairs, etc., you're going to cause more damage. So that'll, a really strong hand, just like in poker, will take out your opponents. Then you have the big baddie, which is going to have the most hit points, and this is primarily a solo game. They somehow worked it to be cooperative, which I know is your favorite genre game.
Not so much.
Not so much.
I think our friends did demo it with 2-player co-op, and they said it was quite fun. It's like one of those situations where you're both playing, but you can't tell each other what you have.
Oh, limited communication.
Limited communication.
Okay.
So like, I could do this much damage, but I can't tell them exactly what I have.
Got it.
Or you might be like, oh, I would really like that 7 that I see you have, and you might be able to work together that way.
Oh, nice.
So,
Cool. Yeah, I picked this up because, they gave me the demo copy because there's no copies left yesterday, but I picked up mainly for solo play. But I'm excited to try it out. I love any kind of poker game. And folks, if you do buy it, they are giving the promo cards. It's like the Ace of Spades is like really shiny and stuff. Excited to try this one out. It has been one of the hotter games, or one of the hottest games here at Gen Con. Ace of Spades from DeVere. Christina, what else is hot?
Me again. This actually has been selling out too. It's a tiny little game from All Play. It's called Soda Jerk, designed by Chris of Dice Tower.
Yeah.
For me, I was very excited because All Play has been partnering a lot with one of my favorite illustrators, Sai Beppu. And so she is a Japanese artist who's done some really great, cute games like Nana, which is a personal favorite.
Yes.
No Kosu Dice, a great trick taker. And if you open up that back cover of the, if I get the cover of that, open up the box. This is super not awkward.
This is super not happy. I'm just going to pass it to Christina.
Thanks. I wanted to show off that Sai Beppu signed this for me and drew me a little picture.
Oh my gosh, is that like so cute?
So cute. She's super sweet, and she's been doing a lot of illustration for All Play games. So Soda Jerk, I'm going to toss it over to the Soda Jerk, Shu.
I call myself the Soda King. Yeah, you can see from the score.
Let's share this.
Yeah.
27.
Why did I leave that there?
I'm like, oh, it's on camera. My score from last night.
Yeah, nice.
So basically there are 5 soda taps. There's like strawberry soda, orange soda, grape soda, and then you're gonna have cards. Everyone will have a hand of cards of the different soda types, the different fruits of values 1 through 3. You're mostly either going to play a card face down to one of the taps, or you're gonna flip one of the cards face up. So if I put a banana card to the banana tap, I'm increasing that value of banana.
Putting actual banana soda in the banana tap.
Yeah. But I can also put a kiwi card face down under the banana tap to mess it up and devalue the banana soda for other players. So it's a lot of a little bit of bluffing, and you're trying to see what's going on, because after a while there'll be some face down cards. You don't really know the true value if people are sabotaging that soda or increasing the value, but you can spend your turn to flip over a card to kind of get a gauge of like what's happening in that column.
How much of a jerk is Shu being? Usually a very huge amount.
I played it solo. I played it solo. So at the end, when the game ends or the round ends, you're gonna flip them all over, and then whatever 3 cards you have left in your hand, you will score those. So if I had 2 blueberries,
or more, you could end up with more cards in your hand.
yeah, you can have more. Yeah, that's right. So let's say I had ended up with 2 blueberry cards and 1 banana card, and you're timing, you're doing that strategically, right? Like, I want to have those as my last card. Then I'll have, for blueberry, 2 times the value of the blueberry soda. So if you 2 have been tanking blueberry, that could be a negative points. But if I've been playing cleverly, or someone else is also trying to increase the value of blueberry, that could be worth a lot. And the scores swing wildly. Like, we had a friend last night. Literally lost.
Let's see, who was it?
Poor Keith.
Poor Keith.
Last round.
Keith, they're calling you out.
How many minus
points? Oh my gosh, 48.
Minus 48 in one round because he just was, everyone was tanking blueberry. He had 3 blueberry cards, so it was 3 times whatever it was. So so it was a really fun light game, but it's just a lot of like sabotaging others or trying to put in secret cards in different places.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That's a game that I wanted to get, but unfortunately they sold out like very quickly. So let's pass it on back to Shu, the reigning defending Soda Jerk champion.
All right. I should have peeled this open earlier because I didn't realize we were opening the games.
Oh, okay, no worries.
So these are this
you
one's
look so
stuck.
accusingly at Ruel just then.
I didn't know we were opening games tonight.
Someone should have told me.
Yeah. So this is sealed. I mean, if you had a night, we can open this up quickly. It's tape. This is Floristry. So I don't know if you've noticed too, I feel like there are a lot of cozy games this year.
I love cozy games,
Yeah.
and yes, you're right.
I feel like there's more of that, like that's kind of trending at the moment.
Yeah,
in the
you know,
industry.
we've had like trends of like zombies, Vikings, nature. Now it's
Non-cozy things, and
Yeah,
now it's cozy.
Now it's cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the year of the cozy. I'm all for
This
it.
is a cozy theme. I don't know if the gameplay is cozy because it's a two-player game. You and I have competing flower shops.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a Dutch auction, so they have an app, and then we're gonna put our fingers on the app, and then it's gonna count down. And we have so much currency to start with.
Okay.
And it's gonna count down. And in the Dutch auction, the way that works is when the first one to let go makes that bid.
Right.
So do you do it early on so you beat the other player, but you pay a lot? Or how long do you wait? And then before Ruel will lift his finger up
Yeah.
and take it.
Very
So
good.
there's going to be
That's
four
cool.
kind of almost like domino tiles where there's just like two different flower symbols. You can see it on the back
we'll
here.
show this.
Yeah. So then there'll be four of these tiles in the center of the table. The winner of the Dutch auction will take the first three of their choice, and then the loser of the Dutch auction will take the remaining tiles. So not a lot. So it's a big deal to win
Right.
an auction. But you also have so much money to manage, and you don't want to bid too high. So there's all the
Yeah.
typical kind of auctioning decisions that you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to make in the game. But yeah, head to head, and then you're both just trying to build the best flower shop by making connecting flower types.
Wow.
Really simple, very
Yeah.
peaceful, but also super cute. And they were even saying, we were talking to the designer David Gordon, and they created this cover. One of their significant others said, "Hey, it needs a little something. Why don't you put a cat in the game?" So now the cat, there's two cats. One of them is the other designer.
Tam's
Tam.
cat.
Yeah, his own cat
It
at
was
home.
19.
19?
So, a 19-year-old
Yeah.
cat.
Wow.
So they're just scoring markers. So there's a couple of cats that wander
Yeah.
around these flower shops.
That is cute. So we have parfait and tapioca,
Yeah.
actual size. So have you actually gotten to play this yet, or you just demoed it?
We just got to see the Dutch auction sort of
Yeah.
interface and stuff, but I can't wait to play it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Dutch
yeah.
auction sounds amazing. Like, I love the fact that they built that in using
Yeah.
an app.
Yeah,
right?
so I'm like, it's a cozy theme for sure, but is it cozy to be like this intense
I
kind of
don't-
face off
Yeah.
on a Dutch auction between two players?
That
would
seems
you like
pretty-
a real cozy game though?
I would like a real cozy game, because that doesn't, the theme seems cozy, but not the game.
Yeah.
What do we have? Oh, yeah, this is the
The
one.
coziest game. Oh my god. This is a place for all my books.
Mm-hmm.
And I just played it this morning, and as I was playing it, I was like, this game sees me. So
Yes. Oh.
look at this box. It is
Wow.
a beautiful, beautiful book. Components are great. This is a deluxe edition that we borrowed from our friend. Thanks, Allison.
Yeah.
And the premise of it is like a very simple rule set. You're doing a single worker placement, but what you're doing is alternating between spending time in your apartment and arranging your books. And you're so happy when you arrange your books carefully that it recharges your social battery, which is essentially your energy in this
Yeah.
game. When you have enough social battery, then you can go out into the town. When you go out to the town, you
Which is
acquire
right
more
there,
books,
that's
right?
town there.
Oh, my gosh.
It's so cute. It's a very straightforward, simple game, but there's a lot of strategy. And Shu excelled at this strategy, even though I'm the book lover. But it's fine. Why don't you tell us about your experience,
Yeah.
Shu?
Yeah, so it's worker placement. You have one worker, and then at home you have these worker spots here. In the town, you're only going to go to town maybe 2-3 times in a game.
Yeah.
And then you could go there to get more books or exchange books and things like that. But in essence, you're going to have stacks of books in these different locations and these different rooms around your home. And then you want to stack them certain ways because a lot of the objective cards might be you want one room with all tall stacks of books, or you
Okay.
want no stacks in the corners. So they'll give you different arrangements. So then some of the moves are like you could pick up a whole pile and then lay those out in different places across different stacks.
Nice.
Or you could take the top ones from several stacks and rearrange them. Again, and then you go into town, you might get a chance to buy a whole bunch of books and bring them back home in your backpack.
Yeah.
And you have to put them out. But it's all about arranging these. And then so what's really rewarding and why I got lucky, I think, but a lot of why I won or when I played this earlier today is when you go admire your book collection, which is this move here, you're cashing in all these objective cards. But if you could do multiple objectives in
At
one
once.
step, you make that move more efficient. So
Nice.
I went there, cashed in 3 at a time because I had all the books in my apartment arranged perfectly to do 3 objectives at once. So it's very
Nice.
rewarding because you don't want to go there and just turn in one click.
Yeah,
you want to
yeah.
go in, and then that recharges your energy. So there's this constant. It doesn't even feel like I'm just scoring points. It's like you score points, but it gives you more energy to be able to do more stuff.
Right.
So it's always like, it just always feels like something nice is happening.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cozy. Everything feels good. Even when you're not winning, I had a great time.
Yeah,
So it was so cute.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and a sign for me, like how I know I like a game is when I can't wait for my turn. And then I found that happening when I was playing this today. I was just like, hurry up, go, 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 go.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I got moves to make and I'm really excited to take my
cool.
turn.
Yeah, the theme is what really attracts me to this. But now hearing about the gameplay, this seems
It's
like
super solid,
Yeah, I
super
need to
fun.
get a copy. Like Michelle and I would love this. So this, like the puzzle of this, I think that's Michelle's jam right there.
Yes.
Plus the books. I'm a book nerd, and I love this so much. I think we should steal this. Friends. She'll never
Tell them about
know.
the
is-
solo character.
Oh
solo
my
mode.
God. Okay. And there's a solo mode, which is
Okay.
very puzzly.
Yeah.
And essentially, there's a separate AI that's sort of following you throughout town, trying to become your friend. But you are an introvert, and you're like trying to avoid her. Basically,
No way.
it's so funny.
That's the best solo ever.
I love this game,
Yeah.
and it's sold out at Gen Con. So
Wow.
there is a special going on, I think, for the rest of the con, where you can pre-order it through. This is Smirk and Dagger
Yeah.
through Smirk and Dagger's website, and then they will have a promo code for free shipping because
Awesome.
they ran out.
Yeah, literally, like we met with the publisher, Alex Cutler, who's one of the designers. They couldn't get us a copy to bring on the show because they didn't have it. That's how well it was selling. So
Yeah.
that's why our friend Allison kind of hooked us up. And
That's
so,
nice of her.
Yeah.
Thanks, Allison.
Yeah,
So you can't
but
steal
it's
this
just
one.
it's
Thanks
hard
for the
to
game, Allison.
Yeah, thanks, Allison.
Yeah. Shoot, what else you got? Put you on the spot here because I'm going to drink some water and not draw any attention to myself drinking water.
Okay, well
Don't
maybe
spill.
this might be a fun time to bring in Brick This, which is a Lego game.
Brick Like This.
Oh, sorry, Lego Brick Like This.
Okay.
So this is a funny party game where you pair up in teams of two. I think you could do more different arrangements, but there's going to be different cards on the table that's like, this is worth 5 points, 6 points, 7 points, 8 points. They get harder. The 5 points really easy. But what happens is there's a pool of Lego pieces in the middle of the table.
I
we're
love
gonna
this
have
game
you do it.
already.
We're
I
gonna have
love
you
this
do it.
game
Alright.
already. Legos. We are all Lego aficionados,
I
correct?
think so.
Yeah.
Especially,
yeah.
Christina is for
Yeah,
sure.
those.
And Ruel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
botanical sets are amazing.
That's my whole home decor is
Yeah.
botanical Lego sets.
That's great.
So I'm gonna pick a card. Like, let's say I want to go for 5 points, right? I'm like, I'm gonna take it easy. I want to do an easy one.
Okay.
Christina, whoever's the instructor on her team, might pick. I'm gonna go for a 7-pointer, which is harder, but they want more points. So when we say go, we're gonna look at these, and then I'm not gonna show you this because I'm gonna just show the camera.
Okay, I'll do this.
This is a silhouette of what I need him to build. So.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready.
And so what happens is whenever it's the first team to finish building a structure, they say done, then you flip over a sand timer and it gives every other team 30 seconds to finish their structure. Okay, so
Do they know what it is?
They'd have their own.
each
Oh, they have their own.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
each
okay.
team will have one instructor who's looking at one card,
Yeah.
their own card. So now everyone has their own, every
Okay.
team has their own card.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Take the upside down red slanted piece and then make it slant upwards. So it's kind of, it looks like it's upside down. Yeah. Now put the 2 brick with the hole in it on the non-slanted end, so it's hanging over the edge. And then
Like this?
No, the non-slanted end, the other end. One more over. Okay, now another 2 brick on the other side, leaving a gap in the middle above the red.
Above the red?
No, on the red, but like hanging off the edge. Yeah, like that. Now take a 4 brick and hang it up on top so it's halfway through the circle 2 brick.
Halfway through the
Yeah,
circle.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then take a short slanted piece and put it on the edge, up on the purple, but hanging over the 2 piece. Sorry, the whole 2 piece. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's slanted off the edge
Like
to your
this?
left. Yeah. Okay. Done. So we would say done.
Okay.
And then we would do this, put the piece on top, and just make sure that
Oh,
we built
whoa.
it correctly.
Whoa.
And that was one of the easy cards.
That one has the outline. If you go harder than 5, then it's just a silhouette with
So
no
this is like a
demarcation.
7-point
Oh
card,
my
for
gosh.
example.
Whoa. What the? That,
So in that case,
okay.
like I'm counting the little studs on the bricks,
Going
Yeah.
and I'm trying to
1,
like,
2, 3, and
yeah,
this
you're
has a
trying to
hole.
imagine where it goes,
Yeah,
and then
here's
it
the
becomes
arch.
way harder to describe.
That is amazing. What the? Lego. What is going on with
Yeah,
Lego
it's a
and board
super
games? This
simple
is
board game,
awesome.
It was a baby we wanted also.
You
Lego
know?
and board games.
Another
right?
baby we love. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Did you?
Give me those.
So how do you win? Like you play a certain
you
number
play
of cards?
6 rounds,
Six
and
rounds,
then
okay.
whatever you have. And if you don't build it right, you don't get the card, right?
Yeah.
That's
Right,
just discarded.
right.
At the end of 6 rounds, you just add up the cards that you have, and then that's whoever has the most points wins.
Wow, I love the art that we've created.
Yeah, and you cannot keep that.
Oh, darn it. That's so
We
cool.
can leave it together for a little while, so the next time we play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be like, this is the Ruel special.
There you
Except
go.
you
yeah.
just squished it. Didn't you? Okay,
to
never
frame
mind.
that thing.
Sorry,
Come on.
you ruined your art.
Just like that, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
You do that to the reigning, defending season 1 champion.
Of the board game quiz show.
Oh, the
you
board
know.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's a fun, really light, fast party game.
Yeah, right on. That's cool. Thanks for showing. I've got a game I'd like to share, and this one is a game that Becca Scott and I talked about on Good Morning Society, which you can catch us on every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific on Good Time Society. This is Spirits of the Wild Awakening. Now, do either of you remember the original Spirits of the Wild game?
I never played it, but I know what it is.
It
yeah.
is a legendary game that was so underrated because it was from Mattel. You don't really associate Mattel with board games, right? And this game came out and it flew in.
I think
flew
you
out.
do, but not the kind of games we like.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I always associate Mattel with like
Barbie.
toys.
Yeah.
Like Hot Wheels, don't they do Hot Wheels?
Hot
What
Wheels.
were you saying?
Barbie? Is that-
Barbie, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't they make Barbie?
But they also make board games.
Like what board
Like
games?
what?
I don't know, because I don't.
See?
They're not the kind of games
See,
I like.
there are no board games made by Mattel. No, it's probably like checkers and I don't know. We're totally
Just
making stuff up.
associate- yeah.
You come here for the expert analysis. We're just making stuff.
What do they
up.
do? They tic-tac-toe?
Yeah.
Tic-tac-toe. Okay, Spirits of the Wild. It's reminds me of like a Steve Finn game, Dr. Finn.
Okay, yeah,
Those
yeah.
type of games where it is set collection. It's got some really interesting decisions as you play the game, but it plays in 20 minutes. And so Spirits of the Wild Awakening. So the original one is very similar to this. However, and this is a free expansion that you get when you play the game, or when you purchase the game. The original board looked like this, or was one board. But now with the new edition, these are all punched out, and you're going to select the scoring conditions you like. So they've added a bunch of different scoring here. And you have a little bowl. You have a coyote, Christina. This is actually sort of cozy now that I think about it.
a little bit.
Yeah, and then here, I'm going to open this up. You have a bunch of spirit stones, okay? So the stones are going to be in the
I
bag.
do want to eat those.
They are, yeah, they are very, very Skittle-ish,
Yes.
Skittle-like. And what you're doing is you and your opponent, it's a 2-player game, will have your action cards. And these action cards, actually they have a few more because it's a brand new awakening, a brand new game. You're going to use these to show what you are. You're going to select one and do that action. So in this case, return all stones in the bowl to the bag and then take a new one out of the bag. There's other ones that say just draw 2 stones, put in the bowl. Ones like exchange, et cetera, et cetera. So what you're trying to do is grab these eventually and put them on the different things that you decide to score. I think these are the originals actually, salmon, turtle, rabbit, et cetera. Like good set collection, there are different ones. So this one here, the rabbit, 3 different colors, you get through 5 points. One of each color, 1 through 6, gets you 1, 2, all the way up to 13. This is all of one color, the turtle, et cetera. So you're going to do that, and as you add these, where are the magic ones? The magic ones, if you grab one of the magic ones, you can place it here, and what that does is you are done collecting that.
Okay.
So whatever you have there, that's going to be your score, but doubled.
Okay.
Okay, and then when there are 5 of these out, the game immediately ends. One cool thing I'd like to show is the coyote. So what is the coyote used for? I'm glad you asked, Ruel. The coyote is used for blocking your opponent. So you're going to use these here. So now Shu or Christina, whoever's playing, cannot place any stones because the coyote is scaring away the spirits or whatever. But there are cards, of course, that allow you to move the coyote out. So this is Spirits of the Wild. It's a 20-minute game. It is fantastic for a set collection, light set collection game. It's been around for. What's that?
Very pretty.
Yeah, very pretty. It was cozy before cozy was a thing, and it is terrific. I really like the improvements they've made using this because normally back in the day it was just one board, one set of score. Now you have a lot of different options. I met the designer. He's actually in Southern California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so. Met the designer,
Where we
Nick,
live.
Where we live,
Yes.
that's right. And he said, he really wanted to bring the game back, and he actually works for Mattel. He's a project manager there, I think, and he's a designer too. So he pitched it to his boss and said, I want to bring my game back. And they said, well, let's try something different. And they did all this stuff.
Awesome.
What's cool at the Mattel, I know I'm going on and on, but I love it so much. At the Mattel booth, they actually have the big board game convention version.
I saw
so
that.
the Coyote's like this big, and you can hug it. I may have hugged it,
Or
but
maybe too long. It made
Yeah.
everybody a little uncomfortable.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah, I saw the giant these
Yeah.
tiles
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
show floor. Yeah, they're
it-
humongous.
So cool. What's great? So not only do you get the base game and expansion, this game. How much do you think this game costs? U.S.
What? It's got to be like $100.
You're close. It is $15 US, 1.5.
Okay. I was
It-
going to guess 20, and I thought that'd be a good deal.
Right?
So, yeah.
Yeah, it is an outstanding deal. I think it's a lot of game for its price point and highly recommended. Spirits of the Wild Awakening.
Okay.
I'm gonna start putting it away while Christina leads us into the next game.
So, okay, I do have to talk about this game because it is a continuation of the series of a game that's my #1 favorite game ever, which
Ooh.
is Ark Nova. Ark Nova is a game in which you're trying to build a modern zoo, balancing appeal of your zoo with conservation efforts. It's a card game. It's sort of crunchy and long, and I love it. I play it all the time. One of my favorite games. But it is long.
your the favorite game.
Yes,
of
it
yours.
is
Yeah.
my the favorite game also. And so when I heard there was going to be another game in this series, this is Sanctuary, an Ark Nova game. They are smoothing it out, making it more approachable. And this is going to be an Essen release, so we were really lucky to be able to get a demo of, or hands-on experience with this
Yeah.
during Gen Con. So instead of having a card-based play where you are playing cards and then you're also building out your zoo with tiles, now everything is a tile. So cards are now turned into tiles that serve the same purpose as a lot of the ones that you see in the cards in Ark Nova.
Yeah.
One of the really fun parts of interacting with Ark Nova is when you take these actions, you can time it so that the longer you wait on an action, the more powerful it is. But if you need an action earlier, it's sort of weaker. And so you're trying to figure out the tempo of that. So they still have that in this game with your tile actions, but it's simpler. So now instead of worrying about multiple different actions, it serves, you are basically deciding between a mandatory grabbing a tile option, and then different habitats are now indicated by different actions. And you can wait to get a stronger mountain action or a stronger water action, and you're timing that to get really good combos as you build out your zoo. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, you're building out that zoo, trying to put similar habitats together. They all score in different ways. Some really satisfying combinations I got in just my very quick play. So
Very nice.
I'm excited to use this to show a similar game to friends who are maybe not ready for full Ark Nova.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And
This
aren't
looks
these
awesome.
the action tiles, Christina? And then
Yes.
you can upgrade. So right
Okay,
now,
yeah,
you
yeah.
see it's pointing to the 4, but when it's upgraded, it could go to point to the 5. And then so
It's
you'll
very
have
clever.
4 of these that are
Yeah.
gonna similar to your cards in Ark Nova.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. So, and when you use them, you'll slot them back here. Is that correct?
Yep.
Oh,
when you use
man.
it, you've procced it. It goes back and resets,
Yeah.
and so everything else gets stronger. Really satisfying. I think it'll still, scratch that itch for me that I love about Ark Nova, while being maybe half the length is my guess. So.
Oh wow, that sold me right there. Plus, I mean, I love tile laying. That's one of my favorite mechanisms. So now that it's up in the forefront of the game, I can't wait to try this. And you said it's half the time? of Ark Nova?
That's my guess. I haven't played a new full game, but I might tonight. And then I'll let you know.
Yeah, because that was, as much as I like Ark Nova, it always makes my head hurt, and after a couple of hours, I'm like, you know what, I need the Advil, and I need to take a nap. But no, this looks fantastic. So were you able to play it too, Shu?
No, I was watching Christina play, but I wasn't
Judging
close enough. I
me,
couldn't
you
see.
know.
But Christina, if you doubt her Ark Nova fandom, how many games do you have simultaneously on Board Game Arena?
Right now, probably 5 is my guess
Wow.
right now, asynchronous.
I don't
maybe
know how
6.
you keep track of that stuff in your head, but yeah, she's 5 simultaneous games.
That's awesome.
Async games going on right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so she loves Ark
That's
Nova.
crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah,
when-
that's how much you love the game.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, when
I
Capstone-
was super geeky, so at the Capstone event, I even wore my Ark Nova shirt to the event, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna be one of those people who wears a band shirt to the concert.
To the
you know?
I didn't know they had Ark Nova shirts. That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, when we got the invite and email, I couldn't wait to tell Christina. I was like, should I surprise her? And then we just show up, and she's like, oh my God, this is what we're here to see. And then, but I'm like, she doesn't like surprises, so I'm like, I'll just tell her. She was
I was so excited. I
excited.
got to anticipate it instead. So,
Awesome. Yeah. What else we got to show us, Shu?
All right. Speaking of heavy, how do you pronounce this?
The Bye.
No. Tibet.
Thebe.
Oh man, I messed it up.
He sounded so confident.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, before the show, we're like, let's make sure we get the name straight.
Yeah.
It's Thebe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Thebe with a TH in front.
Nice.
So we got a kind of demonstration of what this plays like at Board and Dice, who are known for heavy games like Nucleum,
Right.
Minos. This is the big one that they're going to be promoting later this year.
It's an Essen release also.
It's an Essen release. The components aren't in here. We just like, can you give us a box so we could show on the show? It is crazy. Yeah.
David Turksey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Tursky game. So they showed it to us. There's several boards, and then it's dice drafting, right? Which I love as a mechanic, dice drafting. But you have to make these decisions. Like, do you want to put it on your own board, which will give you certain bonuses? Or do you want to put it on a central board, which is like a city grid-like structure in between different tiles, which will activate depending on the die, which either one or both sides connected to it. And then there's people moving around. All the players have people moving around in the central board that might go over the dice, which might change their value. Like,
They do change their value.
they do change their value. So like if my character jumps over your die, it's going to increase the value of your die. Eventually it might ascend to a point where you get to put it on one of your scoring sheets. So while I'm trying to go around the city to activate different tiles, I'd make choices like, do I want to let you score that die, but to let me have this action? And then, and I could go on, and I can't even describe right now, because as we went on, I'm like, oh my God, is this their heaviest game to date? They said they don't think so. They said it's probably a step down in complexity than Nucleum, which we both love. But like Christina and I walked away, we're like, man, this is going to be analysis paralysis for everyone.
Some people want that.
I'm like, I'm
fun.
excited to try it. I'm like,
This is your team
I might not
game
play a four-player.
this coming year.
Yeah, I might not play a four-player because there might. But they said like they're in their plays there wasn't a lot of downtime because you don't have a ton of decisions to make. You can't really plan like 5 moves ahead, so that will cut down some of the downtime at all. But it's insane to me because there's like, again, what I just told you was only a fraction of the things you could do in this game. And there's like, and you could do this thing, and you could do this thing, and then there's going to be invaders that are coming into the city that you have to defend against. So I'm like, wow. Like I walked away from this like, there's so much you can do in this game. Like I can't even wrap my head around how it's going to play. So later this year when we get our copy, I'm going to decide to actually get my hands on kind of thinking through this huge puzzle, but it is a big game. It's like the biggest one I've seen from Board and Dice. So
really, wow, and that's saying something. I mean, they are known for the heavy.
Yes,
right?
yes, for sure.
So the latest T game, folks. What is it called?
Thebe.
Very nice.
Clap.
Very nice. I've got one more to show, and before we get going, I do want to say I do have a vested interest in this. I am one of the co-owners of Play to Z Games, and this is 23 Knives. This is a social deduction game, but we call it social manipulation. We also say box fart here. Did you hear the box fart? I don't know.
I heard it.
Yeah, this is available.
Satisfying one.
Yeah, it's available at retail and also here at the con. So if you are here for the final day, you can pick this up at the booth. Play to Z Games. I think we're booth 315 in the 300s somewhere. But what this is Caesar. You know. Caesar, not
everyone knows Caesar.
Yeah,
sure.
not the
I know
great
the guy.
salad.
Yeah, I was gonna say not the salad, not the pizza, but the king, and it's about 23 knives that are going to assassinate the king. So what I like
his best day.
Not his best day, definitely not his best day, and you don't have to know Latin to play the game. The game rules are in English.
It's a dead language anyway.
Exactly. Who needs that? But you are going to be playing as one of either the conspirators or one of the, I don't know what you call them, the non-conspirators.
Sure, one of the senators that wasn't going to stab him.
Yeah. Either stabby or non-stabby.
Yes,
stabby.
there you go.
Just like it was written in the history books. 23 knives. So you are going to be one of those, depending on what cards you're drawing. And as you play cards and you play hands, your alliances can shift, and you're going to it's eventually going to happen, and then you're going to reveal who's on what side and what happened. So as you play cards again, that's going to determine what your actions are, how you're plotting either against Caesar or plotting to save Caesar. I'm not the biggest social deduction fan, but I do like social manipulation. There was a game by Brotherwise Games a while ago called Night of the Ninja, which was more my jam because, again, you don't really, you can change sides, and I like that. Rather than just bold-faced lying to someone, like trying to deduce who's lying or whatever. I only do that well, like at the poker table, right? But in these type of games, I have trouble keeping a straight face or lying to my friends or whatever. But in this game, because you're just playing the cards, hey, I'm not lying. I'm just playing the cards that were dealt to me. So, yeah, 23 Knives now available from Play to Z Games.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I got some more games for us, or
Yeah, always. Let's see. We've got a quick little game called Terrible Quest, but it's terrible spelled T-E-A-R.
Yeah.
So in Terrible Quest, you get either like a meadow, and I'm going to hand one out to everybody here.
All right.
There's also like a trickier sort of dungeon paper also. And essentially, as you're playing this game, you're trying to fulfill quests. To do that, you need symbols. You need these symbols by tearing them out very carefully from your paper, but within 2 minutes. Okay? And so, yeah, on the surface, sure, I want to do a hit on this basilisk. I can do a tiny hit, and that takes a basilisk and an arrow. Or I can do more and more damage. It's worth more and more points the more basilisks I add to it, okay? Now, to do that, you might notice if you're looking at your paper, there's a lot of basilisks and arrows. They're not all next to each other. So you have to be very careful, and you can try to tear as much of it out as you can. You can use multiple pieces, but if you mess up your tear and it goes into any of the symbols, they do not count anymore. If you have extra symbols, they do not count anymore. And then on top of that, on the back, you may be trying to score extra points from treasures, and if your piece that you're trying to score ends up with any part of a curse, you get negative points. Okay? So you're trying to balance all of this within 2 minutes, and it's just ridiculous, and you're just tearing things up as much as you can, and there's like a big boss man you're trying to kill at the same time, and just like lots of things to try to do while you're tearing up this piece of paper. You make confetti at the end.
Yeah, basically what you're doing is making confetti, right?
Yeah. In the real game, the tricky part is you actually play 3 rounds. So whatever you don't use, you have to be careful with because you'll need it for the future rounds too.
That's right.
So right now, we can try our best. Let's see who can get, I don't know, as many basilisks
Do we have time for it?
Do we have time?
Well, how much?
Quick one.
Yeah, we got time for it.
Okay.
All right. Well, okay, let's
Do you
try
want
to
to set
get.
a timer, Shu?
Is there a timer?
There normally
minutes,
is a
right?
2 minutes
Yeah.
timer. That's too much.
Okay, we'll just try to see if we can do it. So, yeah. Okay.
Let's
so,
just tear.
yeah,
I'm
let's
not
just
going
tear.
to do it and save this piece of paper because I'm terrible at this game.
What?
I'm terrible.
Terrible?
Terrible.
I actually didn't mean that. I apologize.
No, you don't.
You're inspired by Ruel.
Yeah,
right?
You are. Yeah. You big soda jerk.
I was the other night we were playing this. I was so bad out in the third round. I'm like, I'm not gonna play. I'm just gonna create content. I'm a content creator. I just like started filming people instead.
He did give up.
I actually
He
gave
did
up.
give
I
up on
literally
life.
gave up.
Well, let's try it. Let's try it.
Okay, let's try it. Let's try for her like 3 basilisks and an arrow and see who does it first.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Go. Okay, so here
So they
is
could go in multiple pieces if you want. But if you get a whole treasure chest, you get bonus points too.
So I'm
You
trying
can
to
hold
do
the piece of paper up to the light to see what's behind it, to see
Yeah.
if you can get the.
You
Now
can't
they have to
flip
stay
it.
connected too. That's the thing, right?
They could be separate pieces.
Wait, what?
Yes, they can
Was
be
I
separate
playing it
pieces.
wrong?
Yeah, I think so. I
I
think
thought you
remember
had
that
to
as
keep
the rules.
everything together, like this.
I don't know. Did I do it wrong?
We better check the
I'll
rules.
look at the
Yeah,
rules
check the
while
rules
you
while we're
are playing.
doing
See,
this.
it's perfect that I'm.
So
not
I've got 2 of these creatures, and I've got an arrow.
Oh no, I don't need another
over.
arrow. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, so I'm going down here.
No, that's a curse.
I can tear around here,
let's
get
tear
away
around
from
this
the
one.
sword. And I'm trying to get down here for the other. What's the monster called? Basilisk?
A basilisk, I think.
What is a basilisk?
Normally it's like
I think it has a stone gaze, right?
yes, a like giant reptile monster that turns
Okay.
you to stone when it looks at you.
You can do multiple pieces, confirmed.
Confirmed.
Really?
You were playing hard mode, dude.
Yeah, look what I'm doing. Like, I'm totally just tearing it into one piece.
Which
Well,
is
the key is like, because what Christina mentioned is you need this piece of paper for future rounds. So sometimes turning in a single piece kind of retains the integrity of
Yeah.
your sheet, because if you start making a lot of holes
Little
everywhere,
holes, yeah.
then you might have a whole chunk fall off that you can't use
Right.
anymore in future rounds.
So would this count then? Like what I just did?
oh, that's
Oh
pretty
wow,
good.
that's
Yeah.
actually good.
All right, but let's do
But I
You
got
got one curse.
one curse.
I did this 2 separate pieces, but on this side I got a treasure chest.
Nice.
my aim.
Okay, yeah, I was playing Total Hard Mode the other night.
Yeah.
So now I know that we can do it like that. That's awesome.
But there's usually multiple cards and a boss.
Yeah,
at the
Yes.
same
and you
time.
can hit them multiple times, so you
Yep.
can really try to maximize. And then the monster changes between rounds, but the boss stays the same.
Yeah,
So-
and there are 2 different sheets, right? One's like the dungeon one or whatever it's
yeah,
called.
like a harder
yeah,
map or
yeah.
something.
So they
like
have
that.
different symbols and icons and stuff. Yeah, here it is right here. And again, different bosses. And also, wasn't there like bonus cards as well?
Yeah, you can add bonus cards to make things like even more interesting. Like,
Yeah.
oh, if I get a set of 3 weapons, that's an extra
Yep.
2-3 points, whatever's going on.
Yeah.
So sort of ridiculous, but it's sort of fun.
Yeah.
You don't tear stuff up as much anymore
I
in
know.
life. So
Yeah, and I do like that about that. It's just very tactile, and even though it's tearing stuff, it felt good to me. I remember there was a game called Clip Cup Parks back in the day,
okay. Mhm.
where
Yeah,
they
yeah,
gave
yeah.
you little scissors, and it was like a flip and right, but you were cutting things out.
I remember that
Yeah,
one.
remember
Yeah.
that? And but you couldn't like separate the 2. So maybe I just realized maybe that's why I thought you had to keep everything together. Because in Clip Cup Parks, anything that fell off the main sheet didn't count.
Yeah, that's
or something
probably.
like that. Yeah, I don't know. But
yeah,
yeah.
totally fine here.
Yeah, fun. Thanks. Yeah, sorry I ripped up your game.
Now you should complete it. No. Keep it for posterity.
All
That's
right,
fine.
cool. You want me to sign it to you? Like, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
sign it from the
we'll-
reigning, defending Season 1 Board Game Quiz Show champion, Ruel. And I'll sign it to you personally, to whom it may concern.
Oh, thanks. We are this close. So close, so close.
Any other games, or are we going to wrap it up?
I don't know. I'm all done from my side.
We've got like a couple of minutes left,
Actually,
so speed
this
round.
one was super fun.
Okay, speed round.
This little game is called Rolly. It's
Okay.
a push your luck type of game.
Yeah.
You're rolling 2 dice, and you have matching bills. So as you are rolling those dice, you are
yeah, Ruel's making a mess of our game.
Your choice is, let's see, let's roll these dice real quick.
Yeah.
I got an R and a 5. R is a wild. I could take 1 bill of my choice, or I take a 5. So they are worth the points that you get, okay? There's obviously a -5, which seems tricky, and a 0. Why do I care? Because for each of these types of bills, at the end of the game, the person who has the most of each bill will actually score huge bonus tokens.
Oh.
So even if you're collecting -5s, if you have the most -5s, you could get 100 points on top of that.
Oh, that's
And so
cool.
you're trying to judge what numbers are people taking versus me.
Yeah.
But the tricky part is, of course, you can crap out. So just like in craps, if I were to roll any double at all, this will mean the round will end. Anybody who has not banked their stash and has a matching 10,
Yeah.
it just goes away.
Okay.
You're not going to keep any of it. So on your when you're still rolling and still alive, as long as the numbers are different, you're either taking a bill or you bank. But if you bank, you're out for the whole round.
That is terrific.
So if you bank too
That's
early
it.
to be safe,
Right.
to save your money,
But then
you might
every-
be watching everyone just keep racking
Just
up money.
crushing it, yeah. Oh.
But then inevitably somebody will crap out and they
Yep.
pushed it too hard.
You're right. Oh, that's fun.
Our friend James, who got 0 points at the end. So.
I love it. That's great.
It's
Rolly.
not quite out yet, and I'm
Okay.
not sure when is it out. Do we know?
Not sure yet. I mean, obviously, this is a final edition, so it should be coming out not that far in
Yeah.
the future, but from
Okay.
the Ashet group. So.
Okay, hashtag. Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, friends, that is some of the hotness that we saw at Gen Con this year. So many games.
I know.
So many good games. I think.
We left some out, actually,
Yeah,
because we're like, we
right.
can't fit them all into
Same.
one show, into 1 hour.
Yeah. Well, let us know, folks, what you've been playing.
What did we miss?
Yeah,
So-
what did we miss? Let us know. The VOD will be up on YouTube in the future. Just type in little comments. Let us know. But yeah, that's it. Again, I want to thank Christina and Shu for joining me today as we do the Strap Show. I really enjoy this every year. I feel like it's a tradition now.
Yeah. Thanks
So-
for
Thanks
always
for
having
having
us
us,
back
yeah.
on.
We love
haven't
doing this.
ruined it yet.
Yeah,
So.
no. We actually got to tear up a game today, which was really cool. And folks, that's gonna do it. Be safe out there. Have some fun. Enjoy the rest of Gen Con. We know it's almost over, but you still got 1 day left. And on behalf of Christina and Shu, I am Ruel Gaviola, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Clear.
Awesome.
Awesome. Great
That was great
job.
timing.
That was perfect. Thank
Last
you.
year, I was like, we're out of